Hello guys, my name is Srinivas Rao. I am a Python trainer. I have 20 years of experience both in project as well as in teaching. And in this session, we will discuss about, in the last session we discussed about for loop and range functions, and once again for 5 minutes we will understand what is range function and for loop, and we will do some programs using for loop and range function. So, what is range function? Range function. So, range function, range will generate numbers, and the syntax of range is what? We should give 3 inputs to the range function. One is start number, one is stop number, and one is step number. Okay? Right, this is a syntax. So, I want to generate numbers from 1 to 10, a simple program. I want to generate numbers from 1 to 10. If you want to generate numbers 1 to 10, we should give range function, and we should give 3 inputs to this range function. My start number is 1 because I want to print from 1 to 10. So, my start number is 1 and I want to print until 10. So, we should give the stop number as 10 plus 1, and this 10 plus 1 11 is not included, it is excluded. So, it prints until 10. So, I will give it as 11 and step it should increment by 1. So, I will give 1. So, these are 3 inputs we should give to this range function. And if you want to generate these numbers in this for this function, we should use for loop. And what is the syntax? For loop, any variable name, in membership operator, range function. Okay, and put here indentation and print this variable x. Okay, the same thing we will do now in PyCharm. So, I will go to PyCharm and I will write here for loop for x in range function. In range function, I have to give 3 inputs. One is 1 is start number, 11 is stop number, it is excluded, and 1 is step number. Indentation and print x, and print the value of x variable. And when you run this program, see this, it is printing 1 to 10. I want to print in horizontal. If you want to print in horizontal, just give your in print function to give one more argument called end equal to space, so that it will display in horizontal fashion. Okay, right. Now, next I want to generate numbers, even numbers. Even number starts from, for example, I want to generate even numbers from 1 to 20. 1 to 20. So, 2, the start number is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 18 and 20. 18 and 20. These are the even numbers. So, my start number is what? My start number is 2. And what is my stop number? Stop, I want to print until 20. So, I should give 20 plus 1. So, 20 plus 1 becomes 21. So, that will be the stop number. And step number, see, it is incrementing by every number, it is incrementing by 2. So, we should give 2 as step number. Okay. So, I will go to PyCharm, here I will change here, my start number is 2, I want to print until 20. So, 21 will be my stop number and 2 will be the step number, because I want to increment by 2. Now, when you run this, it will display 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20, right. Now, I want to generate odd numbers from 1 to 20. So, what I will do here? I will give 1, okay, 1, and 21 will be the stop number, and 20 will be the stop number. Step number is 2 only, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So, 2 will be the 2 will be the step number, right. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 17 and 19. So, this is a way to generate numbers using for loop and range function. There are some rules of range function. There are some rules for range function. What are rules? All the numbers, start number, stop number, step number can be positive or negative. All the numbers should be positive number, can be negative number, and stop number should not be 0, should not be 0, should not be 0. This is one rule. numbers can be a negative or positive number. Okay, these are some rules. And one more thing is, the number should not be floating point numbers, all numbers should be integer. Numbers should not be floating point numbers. The rule is what? The number should be not be floating point numbers, all should be integer numbers only, and stop number should not be 0. These are the some rules of this range function, right. And here in range function, start number, start number is optional. It is not mandatory, is optional. Okay. When you do not provide start number, it starts from 0. And stop number is compulsory, it is mandatory. Sorry, I am very sorry, stop number is mandatory, compulsory. We have to specify stop number. And again step is what? Is optional. It is optional. And if you do not provide step number, by default it takes 1, it will increments by 1. It is 1 if you do not provide. Okay. For example, I want to print from 0 to 20, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to print 0 to 20. So, what I will here? I will come here and write a range function for this. So, it is here range function, I want to start from 0. So, no need to provide a start number, because if you do not provide start number, it starts from 0, comma, I want to print until 20. So, we should give plus 1, that is 21. And step number, I do not provide step number. So, by default it is 1. So, what I will do? I will not provide start number, I will not provide step number, directly I will give only stop number, that is 21. See here, I have given only one number, that is stop. When you give one number, na, that is stop number, it is not start or it is not step. Okay. Now, we will print this. So, if you want to print this range function, we use for loop for x in range indentation and print x end equal to space, right. And when I run this program, it starts from 0, because I did not provide start number. So, by default it takes from 0 and increments by 1. If I do not provide step number, it increments by 1, and this is mandatory number, that is stop number is mandatory. So, that number is not included. So, it prints until from 0 to 20. See here, it is printing from 0 to 20, right. We understand. The rules and the parameters for start number and step is optional and stop is mandatory. For example, I want to print like this, for example, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. I want from 10 to 1. Okay. If you want to print from 10 to 1, range function, please see the range function here. My start number, I want to print from start number 10. So, I should give here start number as 10. I want to print until 1. So, if you want to print until 1, and we should give stop number as 0, because 0 is not included, it includes until 1, and step is minus 1, we should give negative step number. Okay. And indentation, for loop, you can give any variable name, x in operator, membership operator, and come here and print x, end equal to space, Now, run this. When you run this, it starts from 10 to 1, because 0 is a stop number. For example, I want to print from 10 to minus 5, for example, you take minus 5. I want to print from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, my start number is 10 same, and my stop number is minus 6, because I want to print until minus 5. So, we are given stop number as minus 6, and I want to print from 10 to minus 4, I given as minus 1. And when I run this program, see, it is printing from 10 to 0, again started minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5, because my stop number is minus 6. Yes, we understand the concept of for loop and range function. Now, we will do some more programs on for loop and range function. The same programs we discussed in while loop. In while loop, we discussed sum of n numbers, we discussed factorial, we discussed Fibonacci series, and also using for loop we will also discuss what is prime number and how to check whether the given number is prime number or not. So, we will start with the sum of n numbers. So, let a comment here, sum of n numbers, meaning for example, my input is 10, my input is 10. So, my expected output should be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 and 10, it is 55. If my input is 10, it should sum or from 1 to 10, that is 55. Example, my input is 5, my input is 5. If my input is 5, it should be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, it is nothing but 15. This is my program. By using, already we did the same program using while loop. Now, the same program we will do using for loop and range function. Okay. So, first I will prepare this range function, we will write first range function. So, what is my start number? My start number is 1 here, because I want to start from 1. So, 1 will be the start number, comma, and I want to sum until 10. So, 11 will be the stop number, 11 will be the stop number, and it is incrementing by 1. So, step will be 1. If we do not provide 1 also, by default it takes 1, right. Now, I loop this, how? By using for loop for any variable name x, in operator, membership operator, indentation. Now, sum, I want to calculate the sum of all these numbers. So, sum equals to sum plus x. Every loop the value of x will be changing. In the first loop it will be 1, in second loop 2, 3. So, keep on summing this variables of x. Okay. So, before that what I will do, I will declare one variable called sum and I will initialize with 0. Then my program is done, I will come out of the loop and I will print sum, I will print sum. Okay. Right. Now I will run this 55, I got 55. So, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 is 55. Now, I will change to what I want to my input is 5, my input is 5, my input is 5, the output should be 15. So, what will do here? I will give here 6 here, 5 plus 1 is 6, and when I run this 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, it is 15. Yes. Now, we will debug this. So, what I will do? I will put a breakpoint at line number 6 and I will click on this bug icon and the debugger will start. The program control exactly stops at line number 6. Now, every loop please watch the value of sum and the value of x. Okay. Let me draw the one boxes. Just give me 1 minute. We will draw the boxes. See these boxes. For example, please watch every loop, please watch this sum value and also now we will get this x value here. Every loop please watch this sum value and this x value. Okay. Right. Now, what I will do? I will click on this step over. See the value of x. The value of x is 1. Sum equal to sum plus x. Sum is 0, x is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. So, sum contains 1. Now, sum has 1 value. Second loop, in second loop the value of x becomes 2 now, x became 2, right. Sum equal to sum plus x, sum is 1, x is 2, 1 plus 2 is what? 3. So, sum has now 3, sum contains 3 now, yes. Third loop, in third loop the value of x becomes 3 now, x is 3, sum equal to sum plus x, sum is 3, x is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. Fourth loop, x is 4, x is 4, sum equal to sum plus 6, sum is 6, x is 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, and the last loop x becomes 5, sum equal to sum plus x, sum is 10, x is 5, 10 plus 5 is 15. So, now it prints final value, that is 15. So, my input is 5 and the output is 15. So, we understand how to find calculate the sum of n numbers, right. Now, we will do one more program, this time we will do factorial. Already we discussed same program using while loop. Now, this time we will do with for loop, factorial of a given number, factorial of a given number. If my input is 6, so the expected output factorial of 6 is 6 into or 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6, it is nothing but 72. If my input is 5, and 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, same like sum of n numbers, will add, we use this add, and here we will multiply, that is it. That is the difference between sum of n numbers and factorial. So, we will write this program, PyCharm, I will go to PyCharm, okay. I will declare one variable called fact, FACT. FACT equals to 1. Now, I want to find out the factorial of 6. Okay. So, what I will do this time, I will take input from the user, and if you take input from the user, we have one function called input function. We discussed this input function in detail in previous video session. Okay. So, please watch that video. So, what I will do, here I will declare one variable called n, whatever you can give any variable name n equals to input function, and I want to display one message, what? Please enter any number, and by default input function will take a string. So, what I will do here, I will take this, I will convert into integer. So, int of input, please enter a number. Now, this is integer, So, we have two variables now, one is n, one is fact. Now, I will write for loop for x in range, okay, it should start from 1 until stop number is n plus 1. If I enter 5, it should be 5 plus 1, 6 is stop number. If I enter 5, it will be 4 factorial. If I enter 6, it will be 7 factorial. If I enter 6, it will be 6 plus 1 is stop number. So, it will find out the factorial of 6. Indentation, okay, fact equals to fact into x, then I will come out of the loop and I will print my output. My output is what? FACT, fact, right. We will run the program, also we will debug the program, and when I run this, it will ask for a number, it will take input from the user. So, when I run this program, in here, it is asking for a number, please enter my number, I will enter 6. So, when I will give some space, here, again I will run. Please enter any number, I want to find out the factorial of 6. So, I will enter 6 here, and my expected output is what? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6, that is nothing but 720. If I run again, this time I will enter 5, press enter, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 or 1 into whatever, 120. Okay. Next time what will do? I will enter 4, and when I press enter, it is 24. So, how it is working? What will do? We will put a breakpoint here. We will put a breakpoint here, and from here we will debug this program. So, click on this bug icon, it will start. First, it will ask for a number. Here, it is asking for a number, still not yet started, or debugging is not yet started because there was input. So, here I will enter 4, I want to find out the factorial of 4, press enter is number 4 and press enter. When you press enter, now debugging will start. Now debugging will start here. Now please watch these values. Please watch these values. One is please watch these values. One is fact value and one is x value. N will be constant, it will not change. So, just please notice this value, this is fact value and here will be x value, right. Okay. Now, I will click on step over. See here, for x in range 1 comma n plus 1, start number is 1, 4 plus 1 is stop number. So, this will loop for how many times? 4 times. It will loop for 4 times. So, first loop, the value of x is 1. See here, the value of x is 1. See this box, red color box. Fact equals to fact into x. Fact is 1, x is 1. 1 into 1, it is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So, after one loop, fact became 1. Second loop, in second loop, x becomes 2. Fact equals to fact into x. Fact is 1, x is 2. 1 into 2 is 2. Third loop, x became 3. Fact equals to fact into x. Fact is 2 and x is 3. 2 into 3 is 6 after 3 loops. Last loop, x is 4. Fact equals to fact into x. Fact is 6, x is 4. 6 into 4 is 24. Okay, and it comes to line number 6 and it prints what? It prints 24. All the loops are done. All the loops are done. It will come out of the loop and it prints the value fact. The value fact is 24. See, the output is 24. So, this is a way to find out the factorial of a given number using for loop, right. We understand what is this how to find out the factorial of a number by using for loop. Now, we will do one more thing, Fibonacci series. Already same program we discussed by using while loop. Now, this time we will use for loop. And last time we understand what is Fibonacci series. Okay. Sum of preceding two numbers, sum of two preceding numbers is called Fibonacci number, preceding numbers. Example, 0 and 1 are fixed, 0 and 1 are fixed, 0 plus 1, the preceding numbers these two, 0 plus 1 is 1 and for this one 0 plus 1. Now, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, 5 plus 8 is 13 and 24. These are the numbers. These are what? These are called Fibonacci numbers. Sum of two preceding numbers is called what? Fibonacci. Already we did by using while loop and this time we will use for loop and range function. Right. Now, I want to print Fibonacci series until here. For example, I want to print 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 and these two are fixed numbers, 0, 1 are fixed numbers. So, my loop should start from third digit, my loop should start from third digit until 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, in range function what I will do? I will go to PyCharm. Now, see the range function. So, I should start from third loop. So, what will give start number? Start number will give us 3 until 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that is 8. Okay, because 0, 1 are fixed numbers. Now, what I will come here? Before that, what I will do? I will print this fixed numbers 0 and 1. Before loop, what I will do? I will print this 0 and 1. So, I will declare one variable called n1 equals to 0 fixed value, n2 equals to 1, this is also fixed value. I will print this print n1, I am to print horizontal end equal to space, okay, and print n2 end equal to space, right. Now, when you run this program, it will print 0 and 1. See here 0 and 1. Now, what is my next requirement? My request is to print this one, these numbers, this Fibonacci series numbers. Okay. So, what I will do? I will say for loop x in range Okay. I should start from third loop. So, my start number will be 3 until how much 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 7 plus 1 is 8. So, this will loop for how many times? 5 times, right. Now, my what are the preceding numbers of n 3? N 3 preceding 2 numbers n 1 n 2. So, I will say here n 3 equals to n 1 plus n 2. For n 3 the preceding numbers are n 1 and n 2. Then what I will do? I will print this n 3, n 3, n 3 equals to n equal to space, right. Then every loop the value of n 1 and n 2 be updating, the value of n 1 n 2 will be updating. So, n 1 becomes n 2 and n 2 becomes n 3, that is it. We will debug this program, then we will understand the logic of this program. Okay. So, now we will see the output 1 0 1 1 2 3 5 8, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 3, 2 plus 3 5, 3 plus 5 8. For example, I want to add 2 more numbers. I want to add here 8, 9, 10, 13. I want to add 2 more Fibonacci numbers. If you want to add 2 more Fibonacci numbers, just give here here 10 here and run this. When you run this, 2 more Fibonacci numbers are added here. See. Okay. So, what will you? We will debug this. We will debug this. We will debug this. We will put a breakpoint at line number 7. At line number 7, we will put a breakpoint, and from here we will start debugging. So, click on this bug icon. Already see here, we will see the console here. Please see the console. Already 0 and 1 fixed numbers are printed. Fixed numbers are printed. Now, loop starts, and loop starts from third. Okay. And what I do? I will click on this step over. Either you can give start number is 3 or 8 or 1 comma 1 comma 5, whatever 1 comma 6, whatever. I want to loop for 5 times. Okay. Yes. So, x is 3, n 3 equals to n 1 plus n 2, n 3 equals to n 1 plus n 2. And what is n 1? N 1 is 0, n 2 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1. So, n 3 becomes 1, it will print n 3, that is nothing but 1. See, it is printed 1 here, see in the bottom. Now, n 1 becomes n 2, n 2 becomes n 3. So, what is the value of n 2? The value of n 2 is 1. So, now this n 1 will become 1, n will be update with the value of n 2, n 1 will be update with the value of n 2. So, now it will be 1 now, it will be 1. So, n 1 will become 1, yes, n 1 became 1. Okay. Now, n 2 equals to n 3, what is the value of n 3? The value of n 3 is here 1. So, it will update with the same value 1 only, n 2 has 1, it will update with 1. So, the n 2 will be 1 only. Yes. Now, next fourth loop, n 3 equals to n 1 plus n 2, n 1 is 1, n 2 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. So, it will print what? It will print 2 now, it prints the value of n 3, that is 2. Yes. Now, the value of n 1 will be n 1, n 2 will be updating with n 1 becomes n 2, what is n 2? 1, the same value. So, n 1 contains 1. Now, what is n 2? N 2 will update with n 3, what is n 3? 2. Now, this n 2, the value of n 2 will be updated with value of n 3, that is 2. So, n 2 became 2. Now, fifth loop, n 3 equals to n 1 plus n 2, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, it will print 3 now. N 1 becomes n 2, n 2 becomes n 3. So, n 1 contains what? 2, and what n 2 contains? N 2 contains 3. Sixth loop, n 3 equals to n 1 plus n 2, n 1 is 2, n 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. So, n 3 contains 5. So, it prints 5. N 1 becomes n 2, n 2 becomes n 3. So, n 1 contains 3 now, n 2 will update with 5. The last loop, n 3 equals to n 1 plus n 2, n 1 is 3, n 2 is 5. So, it prints final prints 8 here, that is it. again no need, now if it is updated also no problem, now no need this updating, because all the loops are finished, and now loops are finished. So, it will come out of the loop, it will exit the loop, it will terminate the loop, it will come out of the loop, and final output is what? Final output is 0 1 1 2 3 5 8. So, these are the programs using for loop, and in next session we will discuss what is prime number, how to check whether the given number is prime number or not, and in next session we will discuss about the nested for loop. A for loop in another for loop is not a nested for loop, and also we will generate prime numbers using nested for loop. This we will see everything in next video. If you like this video, please click on like button and share our channel. Thank you very much.